Hello and welcome everyone to this short creative flow class. I'm excited to share a few kind of new movements for you to inspire you, to give you a little bit of creative energy, and I'm going to use a block and a blanket today. If you do not have a block, you can always improvise with a short, small cushion instead, or even, and I mean it, a toilet paper roll. So if you still have those, this can be used in many different ways. Come to lie down on your back, take a moment here, make yourself comfortable, and maybe place your hands on your belly for a little bit more grounding. Or you can have your arms out wide if that feels better today. I like to start with what I call sniffing breath. And for this breath, it's a 7-parted breath alongside the chakras. You do not have to go with that. You can just take a 7-parted breath into your nose and then a long breath out the mouth. I'm going to start. I'm going to show you just how it sounds. All right, and we're going to do it all together now. Next inhale into your sacrum, your pubic bone area, navel, chest, throat, forehead, crown of the head. Long exhale. Good. And then from here, you're going to open your arms wide. You can do a few more breaths before you move. Maybe press pause if you like. Kick your heels up towards the ceiling, have your legs long, and we're going to start moving a little bit more. Bend your knees. And then from here, take your hands behind your head, interlacing fingers, and you can come into a tabletop with your legs so your shins are parallel to your mat. And then start to twist over to your right, but keep your left elbow grounded. As you inhale back to center, exhale over to the left, right elbow grounded. Firing up a little bit in your obliques. One more time to the right, and then drop your knees. Left elbow heavy. Look up. And from here, very slowly release your right hand, your right arm towards your right knee. Take an inhale first, and as you exhale, start lifting your head and shoulder off. Good, and then maybe you want to extend the top leg, which is in this case the left one, and kick the heel forward as if you're trying to reach for your left toe. Hold this, hold the tension here in your side core for a breath, and then come back down into your twist, and from your twist, back to center, kick your legs up one more time, let your elbows descend, and then eventually back to your tabletop, and roll over to your left, drop your knees to the left. So here in your twist, it's totally fine if your right shoulder lifts. Just make it a little bit heavy and then extend your left arm towards your left knee. Use your exhale to lift up and eventually kick the right leg forward. Stay and take another breath. Hold the tension, and with your exhale, come back down with your hands behind the head. Spread your chest wide and then extend your legs up one more time, which can always feel nice, really. Gentle inversion. Drop your feet onto the mat, and from here, extend your arms forward between your knees. And take your right elbow, pressing against your right thigh. Create some tension here. Feel the right side of your core working as you extend your arm and your leg. And then bend. Extend, inhale, bend, exhale. One more time, inhale, extend, hold it, and extend your arm and your leg long behind you. Stretch the whole right side of your body. Drop it with the exhale, and bring everything back towards center, right to the other side. Your left elbow is pressing against your left knee, and we're going to bend and extend again. Inhale to extend, exhale to bend. 3 times. Feel your left side working. Feel the left side of your core firing up again. And then extend everything away from you. Lengthen the whole left side. Really long, even in your armpit, and release with the exhale. Slide everything back towards center. Take your knees into your chest. Roll up into seated from here. And you're going to take your legs out in front of you. Good. Bend your right knee, hug yourself, give yourself a hug with one elbow on top and touch your elbows to that bent knee. Flex the foot, and I'm going really fast. Start to extend the leg forward. Doesn't have to be all the way. Look over to the right, come into a tiny twist. And come back up, take a light back bend here with your elbows lifting towards the ceiling. And then open and round, look down. Swing your arms forward and then cross the other way. Other arm on top, give yourself a hug. Bend your left knee, connect your elbows to your knee, and start pressing and slowly shifting the foot forward until you reach a forward fold. Doesn't have to be straight once again. Watch your lower back, look over the left shoulder, take a slight twist. Breathe into the back of the legs. And then come back up and come into one more back bend, lifting your chin gently, opening the front side of your body, round the spine, open the arms, widen, hands together in front of you, and then from here, lift up into seated again. Good, and bring your knees up and open them into a butterfly pose. Hold on to your ankles, and let's do a few seated cat-cows. Inhale to widen the front, exhale to round the spine. You can stay in one of the shapes, whichever one feels good for you. Go with your breath. Cross your shins, roll over into all fours. Good. Now we're going to come into a funny variation with our blocks. Find your block, bring it behind the left thigh, in between the knee crease, and you're going to hug it in and reach up and open with the left knee. Look towards that knee. Good. And then from here, kick it up again and see if you can come into a one-legged down dog with your left knee bent. Head is heavy. Right heel descends, longest spine. And then as slowly as you can, bring your right knee back. Kick your left heel up. Come back into all fours. Take the block to the other side. Always remember this is a very fast flow. There's a good chance this is too fast for you. Please press pause or do it again once you watched it. Turn the right knee out, look over to the knee, turn it back in, one-legged down dog with your right knee bent, pressing into the block. You might feel your hamstring working quite a bit here as the other one is stretching out. Slowly bring your left knee back down, come back into all fours. Release the block to the side. Take a cat-cow. Take any movement really that feels good right now, right here. Give yourself a little bit of softness. Good. And then come back to tabletop. Kick your left heel out without the block now. Look over to the left knee. Same thing. And this time, take the left knee to the right elbow. Kick the foot up. Open. Take the left knee to the left elbow. Kick it away from you. Look forward. Lengthen. And set it down. Take a cat-cow, lift your right foot, turn it out, look towards that knee, bring it back towards the left elbow, twist it down, lift the knee up, and then bring the knee towards the right elbow. Extend the right leg behind you, lengthen your spine, pull the navel in, exhale, bring the knee down. Good. Give yourself a little more space as you walk your hands forward, tuck the toes, and shift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Super long spine. You can come onto your toes if that feels good. And then lift your right leg up high and step the right foot through between your hands. Take your time to find the position. Reach the right arm underneath the right knee and see if you can hold on to the left arm from here. From here, drop your hips, drop your left knee, and see if you can lift the left foot. Now open the right arm and see if you can catch the foot with the right hand. Sink a little bit lower into your hip, into your knee area. Start to let go of the foot and frame your front foot with your hands as you sink your hips back, straightening that front leg. And see if you can walk your hands to the inside of your straight leg. Slowly shifting the weight over into both feet, so now you're coming into a wide angle stance. And just drop your head down, drop your upper body. See if you can bring a little more weight into the front of the feet. And then walk your hands back to frame the front, the right foot again. Lower the back knee. And step it back into your down dog eventually. Starting to lift the left leg long and high, taking left knee into chest and setting it down between your hands. Now you're going to reach the left arm underneath and hold on to the right arm. Just a breath here to open, widen the front body, lowering the back knee, sinking the hips, and eventually releasing that left arm again to hold the foot. Now if you can't grab it, you can just reach back instead. That works just fine. See if you can spin your chest up towards the left knee, but the left knee stays in line. And then exhale to release. Shift your hips back again. Come into your half split pose and walk your hands to the inside. Take a moment to arrange yourself and come back into your wide-legged stance. Drop your head down. Just 1 or 2 breaths here, softening upper body. And then crawling right back, bending both knees back into your lunge. Good. From here, make your way back, downward facing dog. Take a breath or 2, feel the length in your spine. And start walking towards center of the mat. Walk your hands towards your feet, into a forward fold. And from your forward fold into a chair, sinking the weight into the heels, lifting toes, lifting the upper body as you sink your hips. But then see if you can lift the right leg up. And then see if you can place the right foot onto the left thigh as you fold a little further in your figure 4 here. Opening the hip. And then come out again as you stretch the right leg forward. And set it down. Back into chair pose right away. Sink the hips down. Lift the left foot. Take it out to the left. And then from here, cross it over. Left foot on top of right thigh. Sink down. Open the outer hip. Gaze is going down. Extend the leg forward and set it next to the right foot eventually. Take a breath here in your chair and then fold down. Let your head hang heavy, let your upper body dangle, and start to walk your hands forward, your legs back, downward facing dog. Just 1 breath here again to find length, to find the exhale, and then slowly leaning into a plank with your right forearm down and your right knee crossing over, so you come side lying now. Hold on to the shin and see if you can circle the ankle about 3 times. If this was a little bit too fast, just feel free to go back again. 3 times the other direction. Bring the left hand back down, extend the left arm, step back into plank pose, and then both forearms down, right hand onto the mat. Slowly bending left knee, twist it through and sit down on your left hip. Lift the right foot, hold on to the toe for a moment, or hold on to the shin right away and circle the foot in one direction 3 times and then the other way. Good. Keep the chest wide and then start to let go of the foot. Roll back onto your forearms for a moment, and while we're here, we can just take a little walk to a dolphin pose. Now in your dolphin, press yourself out of your forearms and make sure that you're really stable in your shoulders as you let your head hang. Knees come down to the mat, and we're going to take a quick child's pose, bringing our arms alongside our body and just coming into a tiny little package, sending the breath into the back for about 2-3 rounds. Take a moment just to surrender before you make your way up from here. Swing your legs forward. We're going to come to the last part of this short practice. Going on to the forearms, elbows on the floor. Extend your legs up towards the ceiling once again, and then lower them only as far as you can. Keep your lower back super stable, but you feel a lot of tension in your belly. And then bend the knees in again and extend it to that same height. Do that again. Bend the knees towards the chest and kick the legs out and forward. 1 more time. Kick it up, hold it, and set the feet down. Good. And now stay in exactly this position and just start lifting your hips up. So now you're coming into a reverse plank on your elbows, looking up towards the ceiling. You might also drop the head behind you, but only if your neck is okay here. And then take about 3 breaths before you lower your hips back down, and we're done. We're going to move into our relaxation from here. Slowly, one leg after the other. If you want to prop your knees up with a blanket for your lower back, that feels good sometimes, or you can just have your legs up. For a moment, you can take a break, just releasing the legs and just then dropping the heels if that feels good. And we're going to roll down onto our backs. Take a breath or 2 here in a comfortable position, just noticing the flow of your breath. Noticing your belly, and take your arms wide. Lift your knees into your chest and extend the legs up. Take a moment to slowly drape the left leg onto your left side and let it be followed by the right into a long leg twist, and then eventually rolling all the way over to your left. And coming back just by opening the arm first, opening the leg, lift it up, add the left, and go the other way. Right leg lowers, left leg follows, twist, and slowly close your arms on the left side, lie on your left side. And lift up the arm again, twist open, and bring both legs up towards the ceiling. Take a breath here and let your heels drop towards your glutes. Kick them back up and drop them down. Let's do that one more time. Kick your heels up and exhale, drop. Nice. Well done. Bring your feet onto the mat and just walk your feet out a little bit. Your knees are falling together. And you can prop yourself up with a pillow if you want. That feels good for your neck. And you take a few breaths here, just noticing what's going on the inside now. So even if we just did a short practice, please make sure you have just a few moments of relaxation, of internal focus, noticing how your body feels, where your mind is. Just letting everything be as is, allowing yourself to be in this position for as long as feels good. Maybe with your eyes closed. Feel free to stay here for as long as you like. And whenever you feel ready to come out of this, you can just gently roll onto your favorite side and press yourself up into seated from here, no rush. Cross your shins, come up into a seat, relax your shoulders, close your eyes, bring your hands together in front of your heart, and take a deep breath. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I see you next time. Namaste.